Do you know of the interesting story of how Fatima radiallahu anha got married? So when she reached marriageable age, there were few companions interested, and who wouldn't be interested in marrying the greatest daughter of the Prophet ﷺ and the Queen of Jannah. So Umar radiallahu anh went to Abu Bakr radiallahu anh first and said, "Oh Abu Bakr, why don't you propose?" And Abu Bakr radiallahu anh was reluctant, but then he accepted what Umar radiallahu anh said, and then he sent his daughter Aisha radiallahu anha with the message to say, "Propose for me on my behalf." And when Aisha radiallahu anha asked the Prophet ﷺ, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Hatta yanzil al-qada," let's wait for the decree of Allah. And that was a polite way of saying no. Then Abu Bakr radiallahu anh realized that it was a no from the Prophet ﷺ side, so he went to Umar and he said, "Oh Umar, why don't you try?" And Umar radiallahu anh was first reluctant, and then he built the courage, and then he told his daughter Hafsa radiallahu anha, who was married to the Prophet ﷺ, that tell the Prophet ﷺ, "I'm interested in Fatima." And Hafsa then put the message in, but the Prophet ﷺ gave the same response he gave to Abu Bakr, "Hatta yanzil al-qada," let us wait for the decree of Allah, but it was a polite no. And then Umar radiallahu anh went to Ali and he said, "Oh Ali, what's stopping you from proposing to Fatima? وَأَنْتَ مِنْ أَقْرَبِ خَلْقِ اللَّهِ إِلَيْهِ," and you are the closest to the Prophet ﷺ. Ali radiallahu anh was also reluctant at that time, but then he built the courage. He went and knocked on the door of the Prophet ﷺ, and when the Prophet ﷺ welcomed him in, he said, "Oh Ali, what brings you here? Perhaps you've come to propose to my daughter Fatima." And he said, "Yes, O Prophet of Allah." فَتَهَلَّلَ وَجْهُ النَّبِي. The Prophet ﷺ became so delighted and said, "Oh Ali, what took you so long? For we've been waiting for you."